a 2-0 vote, the Comelec First Division unanimously junks a consolidated set of disqualification petitions against presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos. In a 41-page decision Thursday, February 10, the First Division rejects 3 petitions seeking to bar Marcos in the presidential race on the basis of his conviction in the 1990s. The First Division says Marcos Jr. did not commit moral turpitude, a ground for disqualification under the Election Code, when he failed to file his income tax returns in the 1980s. The First Division also says the petitioner's argument that the penalty of perpetual disqualification was already deemed written in the tax code lacked merit. At the time it voted, the First Division was composed of Commissioners Aimee Ferolino and Marlon Casquejo. Rowena Guanzon, former presiding commissioner at the First Division, wanted to vote to disqualify Marcos. But after her retirement on February 2, her vote against Marcos was no longer considered in this February 10 ruling. The petitioners can still appeal the decision before the Comelec en banc, and even if it still rules against them, they can run to the Supreme Court. The U.S. Attorney's Office in the Central District of California says the trial for Pastor Apollo Kibaloys and other defendants is scheduled for March 21, 2023. It says 6 of Quiboloy's co-defendants were previously arrested in the U.S. and have been released on bond pending trial. The U.S. Department of Justice also brushes off remarks made by Quiboloy's lawyers on the issue. Quiboloy's lawyer in Manila, Ferdinand Topacio, earlier said the release of wanted posters by the FBI on January 31 was intentionally timed close to the Philippine elections. Topacio said it undermines the candidacies of Sara Duterte and Bongbong Marcos, who are both running for vice president and president respectively. Sara is the daughter of President Rodrigo Duterte, a close friend of Quiboloy. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Justice says the FBI's release of a wanted poster for Quiboloy follows a multi-year law enforcement effort. She adds, it is unrelated to the Philippines' ongoing presidential election campaign. Quiboloy and other defendants were indicted for conspiracy to engage in sex trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, sex trafficking of children, money laundering, among others. If convicted for sex trafficking conspiracy, Quiboloy and his 8 associates could end up in prison for life in the U.S.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
The Lacson-Sotto tandem drops Sherwin Gatchalian in its Senate slate after the senator endorsed their opponents Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte. In a forum Thursday, February 10, presidential candidate Ping Lacson shows a clip of Gatchalian declaring Marcos as the country's future president.
They have chosen to embrace a different set of advocacies and principles. And to us, non-negotiable yung mga principles
Lacson and his running mate Tito Soto say Gatchalian broke their pact of not endorsing other tandems.
I think that's clear enough. Hindi kami nagkulang naman sa pagpapaliwanag sa mga standards that should be followed.
Gatchalian skipped the proclamation rally of Lacson and Soto for Duterte and Marcos, sending his brother Deputy Speaker Wes Gatchalian as a proxy. Lacson and Soto reveal, before Senator Gatchalian went to the Marcos-Duterte rally, he first met with them personally to ask if it was okay for him to go to the bigger sortie. Lacson and Soto say they reminded Gatchalian about their non-endorsement pact and that Gatchalian committed to protecting it. Filipino basketball sensation Kai Soto and his team, the Adelaide 36ers, are back in action in the Australian National Basketball League or NBL following a forced 1-week break. Soto is poised to continue his hot streak, where he tallied a pro-career-high 12 points in 3 straight games. Adelaide head coach CJ Bruton says Soto's leap to the NBA is only a matter of time. He adds he is pushing for the 19-year-old to be a future first-round pick in the NBA draft. Regardless of what happens to Soto's future outside the NBL, the Sixers make it clear that they are all in on the development of their prized recruit. Comedian Pete Davidson sets the record straight. Reality TV star Kim Kardashian is officially his girlfriend now. Davidson was engaged to pop star Ariana Grande in June 2018, but broke off the engagement in October that year. Kardashian's new relationship comes a year after she filed for divorce from rapper Kanye West, now known as Ye, in February 2021. They were married in May 2014 and have 4 children together. In a video interview, host Kay Adams spotted a candle with Kardashian's face on it on top of a dresser behind Davidson. Romantic speculations between the two first started in October 2021 after they shared an on-screen smooch as Aladdin and Jasmine during an episode of Saturday Night Live. In October, US media reported the two were officially dating.